Welcome to the course Foundations of Social Theory. My name is Sujatha Fernandez and I am the instructor for the course. This is the first video in the series, and today we will cover Karl Marx's theory of value and the cultural economy of signs. Take a look at the following images. We all know what these symbols mean, even though there is no label anywhere on them. Take the following two pairs of shoes. One is an unmarked pair of shoes with no logo or sign, and it sells for $30. The other is a pair of Nike shoes, and it sells for $80. What is the difference between the two pairs of shoes? What difference does the sign make? In Marxist terms, both shoes have the same use value. A use value is the intrinsic value of a commodity that satisfies a human need or want. But each shoe has a different exchange value. The exchange value is the price of the commodity, meaning that it can be traded for other commodities on the market. The price or exchange value of the Nike shoes is $50 more than the unmarked shoes. In a commodity world, it's not just about the use of an object. You have to have a logo to make your product stand out. Let's talk about Marx's theory of value. The value of any commodity is equivalent to the amount of labor required to produce it. That includes the labor required to produce raw materials and machinery used in the process. We can now go back to our example of Nike. In 1996, the founder and CEO of Nike, Phil Knight, doubled his fortune to $5.5 billion. At the same time, the average Nike worker in Indonesia earned $611 a year. Why does this difference exist? Where is the value produced? We can take the $80 pair of Nike shoes. The cost of the raw materials is about $13.30. The overhead and administration costs of the Nike Corporation for one pair of shoes is about $2.28. The worker is being paid $1.33 for each shoe. The capital or production costs are about 57 cents. So the total costs for the shoe are $17.48. That means that on each shoe, the company makes a profit of $62.52. Now, according to the Marxist theory of value, most of the value of the shoe is produced in the factory where the shoe is assembled and stitched. This is where unjust exploitation takes place. The worker puts in all the labor, but only gets paid $1.33. While the capitalist gets the profit of $62.52 per shoe. Marx argues that private property and capitalism alienate the worker from what they create. Next time, we will be reading and discussing Marx's economic and philosophical manuscripts, where we will go into more detail on the alienation of labor. But what was the difference between Karl Marx's time and today? Marx was writing in the early stages of capital industrialization, when the locus of production was all in the one place. Value was all produced in the factory. Today, we have a global commodity chain where only part of the value is produced in the factory. That's the $30 shoes. Another part is produced in the design, marketing, and development part of the chain. Now value is added along many different entry points.